Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very fun team here in the Ultra Premier. Always love these Ultra Premiers. And we're going to be using a team that I did use in the Master Premier, which is going to consist of Heracross, Snorlax, and Togekiss. Togekiss is a 98. I mean, I don't care. I just get a bunch of good IVs. I got like 400 or 500 of these. I don't know why. It's crazy. But yeah, we're going to actually be using our shiny Heracross. And this thing is amazing. I had another one that's ready to go, but I just wanted to use the shiny, and here we are. So I usually will split up my battles between, half and half, doing two different teams, but I just want the distance here because, folks, what you're about to see, this team put in the work. Now, again, it's going to require you to know what you're doing in some situations, but all in all, it just performed amazing here. Now, something else we need to talk about is the fact that Go Battle League is so bad, so laggy. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely just crazy. I lost plenty of battles because of the lag, and I don't know what's going on, folks. It's crazy. Why does Niantic do this to their game? I understand bugs happen once in a while, but damn, it's crazy. Anyways, Heracross does have Rock Blast in close combat, usually the moves that you were going to want to go with here, right? And like usual, if you do enjoy this content, or if you just want to support me, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you're trying to find a way to support me, donations are great, but just hit the like button. That's all I really ever wanted. But with that said, let's see. We're going to be getting multiple 4-1s. I'm not going to show you the result of the end outcome, me collecting my rewards for every single time that we're getting a 4-1, but you could just simply see my ELO rising up. Now, let's talk about the lag really quick. Bad lead for us. Bad swap here. I mean, it's not the worst swap because they do have Snarl, but they're going to be able to hit me with potential flamethrower or something like that. But as far as the lag is concerned, we are at a ×2 speed, essentially, 1.9. And you're not going to be able to tell too much a lot of times because it's going so fast, right? But it was occurring and it was nuts. So what would happen is you're tapping on the screen and it would have this kind of like lag putter buildup. And then all of a sudden you and your opponent would just do like, I don't know, 10 or 15 quick moves in succession and gain your energy. But sometimes you don't gain energy and they're gaining energy. It's like, what in the heck is going on with this game? So we had a bad lead, but we're still pulling this around because it is so beautiful. And there you go, taking that win. Let's get it. All right, let's hop into the commentary here. See what we have going on. Leading with this Snorlax, met with a Gengar. And I'm going to have to tell you this too. Okay, we have some pretty good leads. And you have to remember the order of your Pokemon and the moves. It's not so much the typings on your Pokemon, it's the moves that you're going to have pull out different Pokemon up front that could potentially help you in the long run here. So we're getting a Gengar because we do have that fighting in the back. Look, we'll just leave it at that. Anyways, we're getting off an Ancient Power on that Gengar. They're letting it go. Sounds good to me. They can't really do anything to us unless they have a Sludge Bomb, and of course, Focus Blast is also going to be basically one-shotting us from a Gengar here. But we're going to go ahead and let this go, getting rid of the thing that the Heracross does not want to see whatsoever. They're making a swap. We're going to go ahead and start putting on the pressure with that Body Slam, and they have a Machamp, and it's time for our pink Heracross to get it on. This thing was awesome. It put in the work. It doesn't matter, the IVs. You got to have perfect IVs. Or you're a scrub if you don't. What? Who? What? What's going on? No, you don't. You don't need good IVs. It helps you out in certain situations, but I'm going with the pinky. And we're farming them all the way down with Heracross. All right, let's get it into this next battle here. Pay attention to the score. We're going to be gaining like 200 plus ELO with this team. I think we do. So this is not a horrible matchup, but Dragonite does win it because they're going to be able to outpace me to the charge moves here. So you can kind of already see some of that lag occurring. I think we'll be able to really tell when it gets bad because we're just kind of sitting there tapping the screen and then all of a sudden, 10 quick moves and you gain like 70 energy. It's like, wow, what's going on here? Sometimes I'm not even able to gain energy. My opponent is though, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to go for a Rock Blast. They're bringing in Blaziken. So we're going to be resisting fighting here. And well, Blaze Kick is super effective, so we're going to shield that one up. We could bring in Togekiss, but we kind of have a little bit of a leg up here. Might as well get to the next Rock Blast. It's not super effective because of the fighting type. Getting the last shield and then immediately swapping into our Togekiss. So they do have a steel type in the back, which is going to be able to shut our Togekiss down. Letting the Hydro Cannon go. And will we get to the Flamethrower? No, unfortunately not. Bringing in the Heracross, we got one shield left, so what we need to do is simply shield this up and then hit the charge move on the next Pokemon, and we're going to be able to take that win here. And again, if you do enjoy the videos, give it a thumbs up. Wanted to bring you a longer set here, going back to the kind of classic 30-minute-ish videos, kind of like a episode on TV or something like that. All right, moving on to the next battle, we are taking that win, and we have a bad lead up against a Lycanroc with counter. This is a fun Pokemon, and I have to say, I'm pretty sure all of you would agree that the design for this Pokemon is really cool. All right, it's definitely a good one. It's top tier. So we're going to go for superpower, just going for it right off the bat. I don't even care. We're getting a shield and then swapping into Togekiss. Now I'm expecting them to hit me with Stone Edge here. I bet you they're going to laugh. Oh yeah, I bet you that was so satisfying for them. So we're going to bring in our Heracross. Got to put in a lot of hope in this thing. But I'm thinking, well, that was a rock type. They're going to have something to counter fighting, right? Okay, so they're bringing in an Incineroar. We're going to be doing massive damage with our rock as well as our counter. They're going to be letting it go, holding on to that last shield, and we're going to go ahead and use our first shield here. We still got two, good to go, and they're going to be immediately swapping into a Venusaur. Now, I do go for close combat because I just want to go maximum damage. I guess Rock Blast would have been fine too, but that's just going to be doing a little bit more than the Rock Blast. Retreating into our Snorlax, trying to kind of think about how in the heck am I going to pull this one off here. They go for a Frenzy Plant. I shield it up because our Lick is doing more damage than the Quick Move on Heracross, and it's just going to be more beneficial to shield it up here. If we can get this sucker low enough, no shots, I'm just saying. If we can get it low enough, we can counter them down with Heracross. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, not able to take them out, but we're going to survive, even if it is going to be a Sludge. Hitting me with a Frenzy sounds good, and we're getting to the Rock Blast and taking out the Incineroar. Look, folks, this team was really good, and again, if you want to kind of use this team and maybe potentially pull out some of these leads that I'm getting too, you have to have the same moves in the same order. So Snorlax up front, Heracross in the middle, Togekiss in the back. They're swapping into the Escavalier right out the gate. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in, you already know, Togekiss to handle this. Now, as much as I wanted to Charm Down, I think we're going to be able to barely eke that one out. So they're going to go for another Mega Horn here. They're not going to be able to get to another one. They can go for a Drill Run, but it's not going to cut it. But we're actually able to farm them down beautiful. And we don't have much health, which is even perfect. Even more perfect because, well, they're not going to be able to get too much farm. They snuck a Poison Jab through. The next one's taking us out, bringing back the Snorlax here. We do have Heracross still lying in wait, but we don't want to bring that up against the Poison type because, well, it's not going to be doing much damage here. And they're retreating into an Obstagoon, and I'm thinking, whoa, let's go. This couldn't be any better than this, so we can let all of it go, no problem at all. As a matter of fact, I do believe I 2-shield flex on this trainer here, not for any particular reason. It's just because, you know, we had it good, so we're going to go ahead and just continue on without using a shield because, well, we can. Getting their shield, and we're going to let this go here. Well, of course we're letting it go. We're going to 2-shield flex. So Thunder Punch, and we're getting to another Rock Blast here, and then they're going to be able to farm us down. Snorlax is still looking good with its health, although it doesn't have the most. A Dark Pulse is going to be bringing us down pretty low here, but since we still do have 2 shields, I would expect them to go for Thunder Punch to try to get those shields out of us. They're still putting up a fight until the very end here. Got to respect that. Going for a Body Slam, spam, taking the win. Let's keep it going here. Almost stumbled over my words. Let's keep it gooey. All right, next battle, we're met with the Charizard. All right, there's some of that powder lag. There you go. Wow, actually, it's pretty noticeable. It was so bad to the point where I was missing bubbles, and not only that, let me tell you about something. The bubbles for Body Slam at one point were appearing at random places. You already know how the sequence comes into the screen here, and there's a pattern for every single charge move. We all have memorized it, but they were not in the spots that they need to be like this here. They were just at random. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And they stayed on the screen for probably 2 seconds longer than they should have. So I was just sitting there hitting the bubbles like, what? Could I just get an Excellent? What's going on here? Am I going for Master Excellent? All right, so we have a Shadow Scizor here, which Togekiss doesn't want anything to do with. And we're letting that go, just an X-Scissor. As much as I wanted to farm down, this guy was probably going to get to another charge move here. So we're going to go ahead and take them out with a Rock Blast. Not very effective. They have an Electivire, and I'm getting a little nervous like, oh, shoot. It is Shadow, so we're going to be able to just absolutely destroy it with quick moves. So we get that shield swapping into our Togekiss here, and I'm thinking if they go Wild Charge, that's, I mean, yeah, they can't. Yeah, so Ice Punch, and we just charm them down and take that win. Okay, let's keep it moving here up against New World Order. look like, and we are met with a horrible lead. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Heracross. And, well, what are they going to hit us with? Mega Horn is not very effective because we're fighting Drill Run, not very effective because we're Bug. So we're going to go ahead and let it go, hitting us with a Drill Run and swapping into the Swampert here. Going to try to get a shield right out the bat. See if they will. All right, beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. And then we're going to go for the close combat and see what we got going on here. If they want a double shield, then that's fine. And by going for the close combat here, we do lower our defense, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to double shield, sounds good. We do resist the quick move, so we don't need to worry about getting farmed down here. But are we going to shield up? No, we're going to let that go. Heracross did what it needed to do. I'm not going to say specific. Well, I'm going to say specific. Which one was the best? I enjoy the Heracross the most because I love Heracross so much. Snorlax is a staple for me, and Togekiss is just the partner, the third wheel for this team that always just helps out. There it is, the randomness. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. Anyways, all right, so we are seeing them bring their Escavalier. We bring in Togekiss, and they have a Wall Rain, folks. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of wins in this video. So just sit back, relax, go get yourself a sparkling water, some popcorn. Stay healthy for your health. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for the Ancient Power. They got no more shields left, farming us down. We got one shield left. Bringing in the Snorlax. And this is not my game or frames or editing going on here that's puttering or lagging or anything on the or your internet. It's the game. It's horrible. It's crazy, folks. Broken record here. We already all know, right? Guess we don't really need to keep on going on. It's just really crazy that the company like this is just allowing this to happen. It's so nuts. All right, next battle, we're met with an Empoleon, and, well, we got that fighter. There we go. There we go. Go. Got that charm in the back, so there's that steel up front. Going for a body slam. Let's see if we can get a shield. Beautiful. They're going to be retreating with energy, bringing in their own. Hey, what do you know? We got a Heracross on the field. Regular color. So we know it has Rock Blast. They're not going to be able to get to another one because Charm just does way too much, and we swap quick enough for them not to be able to. And we want to try to get to Flamethrower. That's okay if we are wasting our energy here. It's not a big deal. I shield up anyway. I'm like, nope, I don't want to waste it. I want to get this Flamethrower off because it does do a lot still to Empoleon. And unfortunately, I kind of screwed up because now they're getting extra farm. They already had a charge move ready to go when we retreated. And now we're going to have to potentially see them throwing 2 Drill Pegs here, which is going to be massively effective. But I think we could take them out. Right, no, they swapped. Ooh, they got a Sand Slash, and they... Okay, they allowed me to see it, allowed me to do half of his damage, and then they back out. Okay, I've done that many a times as well in the past. Next battle, we're met with Alolan Muck. Let's get it. Do believe this does have Poison Jab here, and Snorlax is just a solid Pokemon to go up against it. I mean... It's a solid Pokemon to go up against everything as long as it's not fighting to some degree. Can even handle those so long as you are able to get off those body slams, right? Well, our Lick is going to be resisted. It's okay because these body slams are doing a ton and we're getting the first shield out of them. Looks like they're going to almost trying to farm us down. I'm expecting an Acid Spray here. Yeah, hitting us with that old acid. Bring it in the Muck, which is going to be doing a ton of damage, and we're going to let this go. Acid Spray me. Go ahead. Do believe we're going to be coming out of this battle pretty low on health because they're able to get those poison jabs are really adding up after they dropped our defense here. Bring it in a Swampert, going straight for the close combat, doing as much damage as we possibly can. I think we go for a Rock Blast here. Beautiful. Let's go. Our defense is down, so I think we want to retreat immediately. Yep, okay, keep that thing alive, and they have an Obstagoon in the back. As soon as they see the Togekiss, they back out. We take the win. We're looking good. You're going to see a lot of Charizards here, no algorithm, just a bunch of Charizards in the lead because it's a coincidence, right? It's not a bad lead for me. I'm just saying. That's exactly where I need to see it, in the front, because I do have those 2 things weak to it in the back. You see what's going on here? You see what's going on? Okay. Next battle, we're met with a Dragonite Flyer. It's quite interesting. So we're going to go ahead and stay right here. Got some nice putter lag going on. Yeah, it wasn't even making me mad because I'm going to have to admit, I was doing good. So I was winning even though it was lagging. And yeah, we're just going to do that. So apparently there's also a freaking Porygon glitch in the sky. Porygon. So they're catching a Body Slam with their Empoleon. Damn good catch, my guy. That was a nice clean catch for sure. Their Dragonite does have energy, but we are going to be able to win alignment here. So what's going to happen is we're going to farm them down. They're going to bring in that Dragonite. I'm going to go for Rock Blast. We're going to get a shield. And I think I actually double up with the Heracross here because I just like using it and I want to keep it going. And then we have to keep something in the back of our mind. They got a Dragon up front. So they got one thing to protect them from Fairy. was the Empoleon. There might be another weak to fighting. Let's see what it is. And yeah, there it goes. It's a Walrein. So Togekiss is not going to have the best time up against this, but we're not in the worst position at all. Getting to the close combat, and well, we're in actually a great position. This is going to easily take out the Walrein, and we take that win. Heracross, pink, taking the win. Name is Lush. If you know, you know. Next battle, we're met with a Luxray. I kind of spaced that name out for just a second there. I'm expecting some Psychic Fangs here to lower that defense, and then going for a Wild Charge is what you're probably going to want to be doing here. Let's see what happens. Going to let that first one go. Able to survive a Wild Charge if it was that. So they lowered our stats. Now we're going to go ahead and shield this up, and then we're going to farm them down here since they're going to be lowering their defense as well. Easier to farm down. Beautiful. Loaded up on energy. Down a shield. Bringing in Walrein. Going to go for this superpower here. I think we go for 2 before we retreat and bring in our Heracross, which is, you know, it's not the worst thing to do because we still have the Snorlax to handle the Walrein if we do come back. Oh, we're just going to let it go. Yeah, that makes more sense, not locking ourselves. Let them take out the Snorlax, do all this superpower damage. Not able to get to that last Body Slam, that's okay. And then we just bring in the Heracross and we have 1-to-1 shield. They're immediately swapping into a Trevenant. And we bring in Togekiss. We're not in the clear yet because Trevenant, being the grass type it is also Ghost. But they can hit us with that Shadow Ball. But we call it. We call the Seed Bomb, which we needed to do. I'm expecting a Seed Bomb at this point. Yeah, that's okay because now I see what's going to actually happen here. So this is obviously another Seed Bomb. We're going to be able to get to an Ancient Power up against this Walrein, which should draw a shield out, and the Heracross is just going to go to town. There you go. They're going to farm us down. Now they do have a charge move ready to go. Can we get to the Rock Blast before they get to 2 Icicle Spears? Because one more will... Oh no, we'll survive one more, but we're able to get to the Rock Blast. We snug a quick move through, gaining the energy that we needed to gain and taking them out. Let's keep it going here, folks. Nice long video, like I said. Good battles. Oh, it's nighttime now. All right, took out that Charizard out front. All right, weak connection. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go for that Body Slam, obviously. It's what we want to go for. We don't really need to build up extra energy to make, 2 Body Slams back to back. I want to start putting on the pressure on that Charizard now because the back line doesn't want to see it hitting me with a Blast Burn, and that's okay because at this point, we can actually just bring in Togekiss. They're not going to get to another Blast Burn. Dragon Breath is resisted. They can't get to Blast Burn. Dragon Claw it is, and it's resisted, so we're great. We have 1 shield, or we have 2 shields. They got 2 shields. We swap into our Heracross up against their Walrein. They bring in Obstagoon, and let's see if they actually stay here for a minute. Hey, you got to respect it. I think they do back out at this point, though. Yeah, taking that win. Heracross, when it's good, oh my goodness, this thing is amazing. All right, next, and it took me forever. I don't even think I got my own damn shiny Heracross, and I did like 200 raids. I'm not even joking. And I couldn't get one of those. So they're trying to catch a superpower or something like that. But we're going to go ahead and retreat with our energy in hand and bring in our Togekiss to go up against this here. So we are going to get countered as soon as they bring in their other Pokemon, of course, with that Icicle Spear, Powder Snow, Walrein. But it's okay. We're going to be able to put on the pressure with the Charm and Ancient Power here. And we're getting the boost. So the boost is not like it used to be if you're out of the loop of what's going on with that. It used to be it buffed your attack by 2 stages as well as your defense by 2 stages. Now it's only by 1 stage for each. Which I have to say, yeah, it was a little OP when you got that boost. It's like basically you've won. You're not going to guarantee a win, but geez, come on. 2 stages for attack and defense? I remember taking a Shadow Ball from Shadow Mewtwo in Master League with my Giratina, and it tickled it. That was incredible. Caught that one on camera. All right, so we're up against an Escavalier, getting that last shield, swapping into the Heracross. And again, if they have Aerial Ace, that's something we got to worry about. That's why I do shield up. Okay, so we're good to go. And we're going to go straight for the close combat and take them out here with Heracross. Again, good closer. Good closing Pokemon. Moving it on to our next battle. What are we going to see here? A Magnezone in the zone. All right. Man, I remember when this first came out. It was good. I remember it was like Magmortar and Electivire. All these old Pokemon were getting new evolutions. It was freaking amazing. And it's good times, good times. That was probably one of the last times I was really into the game before I got back into it. All right, so we're taking them out with that Dragonite. They're bringing back the Magnezone. Going for the Mirror Shot makes sense. Super effective. Don't need to waste all that energy and lower their stats with a Wild Charge. And they're going to go for another one. We got to remember that they do still have energy loaded up on that thing. Now, here's the question. They actually have a counter to fighting in the back. I would assume I would assume they have something to counter fighting. If they're using Magnezone, what is it? Machamp. Okay, that's something. All right, and this is still a good matchup for Heracross here. An absolute beautiful matchup, as a matter of fact. We do need to look out for Rock Slide. Since it's not a shadow, it's not going to be doing as much, stating the obvious here. But we're calling a Cross Chop, and well, things are just looking absolutely beautiful for us here. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Rock Blast, and then swap into our Snorlax, do a little bit of a combo breaker, but not quite because they're shielding it up. And we let this go. What we're going to do is farm them up with the Heracross. Hopefully they don't get to a Rock Slide. I think I'm just going to have to... All right, beautiful. Oh my goodness, let's go. And they back out, we take the win. Loving this team, folks. I really am. I was contemplating whether or not I actually wanted to upload this video because it did so well, so I can continue on and just rise up in my ranks. So nobody knew exactly what I was using. Like, what is this Heracross team? Oh, this is my old Master League team that got me to Legend, and as you can see, it is pulling its weight in the Ultra Premier as well. All right, so we're up against a Gliscor, and I was daydreaming right there, and I kind of should have maybe shielded it up, but it doesn't really matter. Got hit by Earthquake. I was like, oh, that's a lot of damage. Woof. So we do shield this one up so we can kind of get the pressure, see if they want to double shield, maybe win this matchup here in the swap. And we're getting 2 shields out of them. Oh, okay. Togekiss is going to completely wall it because, well, Night Slash not very effective, and Earthquake as well. Letting it go, of course, and they're staying here because why lock yourselves? Just let it go down. And what do you have with no shields? A Shadow Venusaur and a Shadow Snorlax. That's my kind of a dang team. Love it. So we're in a kind of an interesting situation here. So we need to farm up. We need to know that we're also going to take resisted damage from the Vine Whip, from the Venusaur, but it is going to start kind of getting there. So we're going to go for close combat again, doing as much damage as we possibly can. I should have probably... Oh, never mind. They take us out immediately. Huh, so much for resisting. It is a shadow after all. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to lose this, but I'm at Ancient Power. So I'm thinking, no way. No way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Do not give them the win. Go for Ancient Power. Take the win here. Togekiss going up against Shadow Venusaur and taking the win and getting the boost for insult to injury. Next battle, we're going to be seeing an Emboar, which is nice and spicy. It does have Ember, and I would assume it does have Blast Burn, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam. Now, technically, everything that we do have in the back doesn't... I mean, Togekiss would not mind to see it because it is going to be part fighting. So we have that. We'll go ahead and shield that first one up. They swap into Melodic, and I kind of was spacing out like, what do I do? What do I do? So I swap into Togekiss after I gain a little bit of energy on my Snorlax, and I'm expecting a Blizzard. It's not a surprise. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We did what we needed to do. We did plenty of damage here. Snorlax is loaded up on energy. Let's get it. We still have 1 shield. They do too. 2 Body Slams ready to go. Let's go ahead and hit these here. Now, something else I was encountering, which we're probably not going to, of course, see it on the video, but when it lagged, I was not able to hit all the bubbles. It would just putter, and I would get like a great or a nice. It's so annoying. Like, come on. Come on. Esport ready? Yeah, okay. That's nice. Maybe they should take all this production that they're doing to put into the these little tournaments or world championships and invest in a better Go Battle League. I mean, come on. So we're just sweeping up with Heracross like it usually does here, folks. And, well, there you go. Looking good. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. That's about a wrap. Let's see how much points we did gain here. I was pretty ecstatic. Like I said, just did so well. And we're just rising up. Anyways, thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. And I'll be catching you all next time. There are your points. Take care.
So you're finally here! Fantastic!